what's up, guys? Coach Isaac here, alongside Coach Wade and our special guest in the house. We'll tell you here in a second who he is, but this is your Fit for Duty, Fit for Life podcast. Hope you're listening. We'll be catching up with you on this next set.
Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for doing your part to be fit for duty and fit for life.
Hey guys, once again, this is Coach Isaac alongside Coach Wade and our one and only Dillion Youngblood. Hold on. Dillion, $10,000 richer now, Youngblood.
Yes.
That's your middle name. All right, so hey Dillion, what's up, man? How you doing today?
Doing good. Just finished up the workout. So.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Good to have you back in the house. So, as you guys may not know or may know, Dillion is our 2018 Fit for Duty, Fit for Life Combine Challenge winner. He actually took home $10,000 in his pocket, and now is now more fit for duty and more fit for life.
Yes.
So, hey, Dillion, real quick, man, we are very grateful. We're thankful for you to actually be on our podcast with us. And man, just to have you in the facility, it's really awesome to actually see you grind out workouts and see you just have that camaraderie with other first responders, not just with your fellow firefighters. But man, we appreciate everything you do and how you exude excellence, man. So.
And you set a great tempo and a great standard. There's a lot of times we'll see you just roll in the door like a few minutes late to a workout. That's because you just got off shift.
Yeah.
And you will roll in, rock out a workout, and I mean that's just how it's done. That makes us proud to see you like bringing that tempo every time.
Yeah. So real quick, man, right before we do move on to some questions we want to drill you with, hey man, just tell the audience, tell us who you are, who you work for, and what got you here, man.
Well, obviously, Dillion Youngblood, you already mentioned that, but
yeah.
I work for Tulsa Fire, Station 22, from Sapulpa. Graduated in 2010, married my high school sweetheart, Alicia. She's always there supporting me.
Yeah.
That's about it, yeah.
That's good. Well, man, we appreciate you, man. So you're originally from here, from the Tulsa area,
Yep.
right? Oklahoma. So you married high school sweetheart. Any kids?
No kids.
No
No.
kids? Okay. I got
Maybe
you.
future, but.
Future. I got you. So, hey, man, I see this Dillion Youngblood racing. So what do you do, man? What do you race?
Growing up, like 3-4 years old, started riding motorcycles and then four-wheelers, and we've been racing ever since. Racing four-wheelers, we traveled the nationals for a couple of years.
All
Had a blast.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how my workout, like working and training, started out, and that's how I got kind of into it.
I got you. And you say we, so is it family thing? Or?
Well, my dad raced in the 90s, so he was kind of like started it, and then my brothers, my two younger brothers, they also race with us. So,
cool.
And then we have a group of people that race for us also. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really admire that because that is a skill set I do not have. I will eat it on like a bicycle. So kudos.
It's acquired. It takes a while.
It is. Maybe get some lessons from you later.
Yeah, well, man, it's good to have you in the studio. So real quick, hey, let's kick it off, man. So, all right, so Fit for Duty, Fit for Life, FFR, we're a nonprofit organization. We're serving first responders in the Tulsa area. Actually, we're serving them nationally now with our FFRonline.tv. But man, we started this 2018 challenge. How'd you hear about that, man?
There's actually guys at my station that were like super pumped about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, they were like, hey, you should try this out. And I was kind of skeptical, like most people were.
Yeah.
And then so they were kind of encouraged me to do it. And then we all three started it and started rocking out workouts. And then everyone at the station actually got on board. So we were working out, come in the morning, work out here, and then every afternoon on shift, the whole guys, even not in the challenge, were working out.
Oh, really?
We've kept doing that. So that's
cool.
kind of how I got into it. Just other firefighters like inviting me.
Awesome.
And
So with your athletic background and having racing, because like being a racer, you have to be fit in order to withstand all that pressure and all that work. So you've grown up, working out, putting in some, good time in the gym. What was one of the things you noticed was different about the way FFR ran things as opposed to like other workout facilities?
So my training before, I did a lot of circuits, but it was all on my own. So it's hard to like set a pace whenever you're working out. So when I came here, I started working out with like other people. I could see their pace and being competitive, like I would want to beat their pace. So like I just was a racer. Yeah, come on. So everything's like go for me, and just that competitive edge, and then just the camaraderie and everyone's encouraging here. The environment and energy is always positive. I think that makes this gym, like, there's not negative, like just a drag, like, oh, you go to work out. It's more like, hey, let's have some fun. Let's knock this thing out, and we're going to do it together. But we're going to push each other to do it to our max levels. So we're not just coming in here and just slugging out. It's like, we're going.
That's awesome, man. So so obviously coming from a athlete, previous, you still race?
Yeah, I still race.
Wow, okay.
So like actually like through that 25-week challenge, I'd be like in the beginning. So we race for 2 hours, like it's woods racing.
Yeah.
And so you're on the bike for 2 hours. So that's a long time to be. A lot of people don't get that it's a lot of physical, but you're directing that bike, controlling everything, trying not to hit trees.
Yeah.
So my lap times, they would get slower as the race would go on.
Yeah.
Where the 25-week challenge, they were getting faster. So after that 25 weeks, like really, I think building up. Yeah. My endurance went way up. My leg strength, I think, helped a lot.
Yeah.
I never worked out legs. I would run. I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So I started doing squats here, and it's mind blowing. It was actually the 135, like week 1, like 135, 12 reps that killed me. And then the last week for qualifying, it was like 50. You do 50 reps of it. I went under 4 minutes, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Knocked it out.
Like, woo. I remember watching you out there, and you know, I did see you a couple of times. You know, as a coach, I'm always, mindful of people and watching people, making sure everybody's getting good form, and obviously wouldn't want you to get injured. And I watched you a couple of times out there. I was like a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know, is this guy's legs? Is he gonna be able to withhold 135 on that bar? But hey, we actually, it was awesome, man. It was awesome watching you progress throughout 25 weeks. And just leading into the progression of the 25 weeks obviously made you better for your racing. But let's talk about the other aspect. A lot of first responders are listening to this. You're a firefighter. What did that do for you, not only in your personal life, but what did it do for you on the job, man, for your career?
So, the 25 week, I really locked down my diet, which I hardly ever watch what I eat.
Yeah.
So that had a big part. I felt great, had a lot of energy. And then at the station and on scene, like, I just felt like confidence.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready for the next call.
Yeah.
I know like I can do my job to 100%.
Yeah.
I can serve the citizens of Tulsa to the best of my abilities.
Yeah.
And then if one of my fellow firefighters like need help or something, I'm there. I know I can help them.
Yeah.
And so I think it just brought my confidence level up, and then it also brought my just ability to serve the community better.
That's awesome, man.
So,
hey, man, we appreciate you for that. That's great.
Exactly.
And we hear it a lot. We heard it from a police officer, not too long ago. What was the way that she was saying?
Well, some of our first responders come in, and if they're a police officer and they're pulling up on somebody, one of the things in the back of their head before their challenge was, please don't run, please don't run. But after they go through that, 6-month transformation, they're like, oh, please run, please run. I need to chase. I need to chase.
Come on. So is that kind of how you felt? It's like, kind of like bring it on.
I've always had a mindset.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
I want to be busy and making good calls.
Yeah. And you're young, obviously, no pun intended, but you're young enough to. How long you been in the profession?
I've been at Tulsa for 3 years, and I've been on the fire department for 5.
So what made you want to get into being a firefighter?
My dad, he was a volunteer firefighter when I was little, so grew up around the station.
Right.
And every Halloween, that's what it was for Halloween, and it just kind of built from there. And then that was one thing that kind of motivated me, is like being a fireman. I had other firemen that are actually on the job now that they're just, they always, like, firemen, they're kind of just, they're a different breed.
Of course.
They're examples. You look up to them.
Yeah.
And so I had a couple of them that were just like made impacts on my life.
That's awesome.
And kind of went from there.
That is really cool, though, because that's one of the things we see with all of our first responders is it's a different type of person. Like, not many people run to the sound of trouble, and it takes a brave person to do that. Like, most people scatter when everyone's like, let's go find the action, let's go help people. And you just talking about like how much you already were competitive in the nature of being a firefighter, but then saying after you went through the challenge and then you found those extra confidence in your capabilities, that must just be such a huge confidence boost to yourself and how you perform. And has anyone commented to you on your crew, like, you know, how do we do what you do, or what is it we could do to be more like you? Like now you're the guy on the pedestal. Like, what does that feel like?
There's a little pressure. I mean, but I like it because so they want to work out now, and I'm not that they didn't want to work out before, but when we're doing circuits, like they're out to beat me, and which is fun, like because it pushes me to go faster or harder or whatever I need to do. So like they're stronger than I am, so I'm trying to keep up with them. But then like cardio wise, normally I can outpace them. So we try to balance the workouts out pretty good.
Yeah.
But,
so not only you're fit first responder, you're fast first responder.
Yeah, come on, dude. That's awesome. So Dillion, we actually talked about, and you know this, you've been here for the 25 weeks. You know, this is a full life transformation, man. We talk about the 4 pillars, you know, focus, fitness, food, and family. You know, what you focus on is what you go get, and basically what you focus on is what you desire. But that's one of the main keys. One of the main words is what do you desire in life, right? So when you first came in here, 25, you know, prior to 25-week challenge, you know, what was your desire in your life, you know, prior to the 25, prior to even knowing about FFR? What was your desire? What was your main goal for your career as a firefighter?
My main goal before was probably just I couldn't tell you, do my 25 years and make it successful, injury-free, and that was probably about it.
Yeah, so you learn, you know, like I said, what you focus on, what you desire, and we really hone in on, hey, knowing your what, knowing your why, knowing exactly why you do what you do each and every day. You went through 25 weeks of not only physical training, but you went through mental training, spiritual training. You just went through all sorts of training that just elevated you to a better person. So post 25 weeks, what would you say now? Did that mindset change for you? Do you desire something more? Like, what is it that you desire, man?
Oh, I think my mindset changed. Like every call we make, we can have an impact, positive or negative, on those citizens, and so I take that more personal now. Like I can impact someone's life. I can make it. We're there on their worst day. We can make a difference. So I like to be that difference. And then me personally, like. My mindset has changed. Like I was kind of just working out and going through the motions, where now it's like, hey, I can push myself harder. And then that's kind of what FFR is about. Like if I'm not pushing, someone's going to call me out that day and push me to where I need to be. So I thank you guys, coaches, for doing that.
Yeah.
And then family wise, just building stronger relationships and being an example to my younger brothers about being physically fit, and then job wise, like even physically fit. It's a big part of being a fireman is being physically fit, ready for duty. So if I can be an example and help other guys on the way, then I'd love to help them.
Dude, that's so awesome. You know, and if you're a first responder listening or watching, hey guys, we encourage you, and this is why this program was made. We're a nonprofit, obviously, but we also made this because, you know, life happens. Let's be real. Life happens to everybody. Life's happened for you. Life's happened for everybody. It doesn't matter how long, if you're a rookie or if you're a veteran, if you're about to retire, you know, it doesn't matter what season you're in, what season of life you're in. There's always a place here at Fit First Responders where we can make you better. There's always a place here at Fit First Responders where not just us, but somebody else, your fellow first responder, is going to make you better, guys. So if you guys are having some issues right now, health issues, you know, just financially, any type of issue in your life right now, man, holler at us. Reach us through any social media platform. Just holler at us. You can holler at us over at our email, ffronline.tv, fitfirstresponders.org. Man, just holler at us. We'd love to help you out as much as we can. But other than that, Dillion, let's lead on to the next pillar, man, fitness, right? Obviously, we just talked about it. Fitness, we don't talk about just physically fit. We talk about emotionally, spiritually, mentally, vocationally, all sorts of. Basically, we're comprised of so many things. You know, obviously, you just told us how your mindset elevated within the 25 weeks, right? So let's talk about this, and this is where we talk about food, right?
Yeah.
So so let's be real. I'm gonna break this stigma. Right, a lot of people talk about, you said it earlier, it's dieting. To me, I call it nutrition because nutrition is more of a lifestyle. Yeah. A diet is, there's a finish line to a diet, right? So how did that change for you, man? Your mind, so you had to change your mindset in order to figure out the nutrition, how it's going to work for your benefit. So how was that, man?
Well, I have a sweet tooth, just a little bit. So anything chocolate, I'm like all about it.
Yeah.
So my mindset changed, probably like my nutrition, as you said, or diet changed. I would just eat until, I was like full stuffed and like, oh, this is so good, I need to clean my plate. Where my mindset changed, like, hey, I think I'm good. Like, let's drink a glass of water and see if we can make a difference. Like, so, and workout wise, it changed a lot because like I could tell when I was drinking pop and energy drinks, like I would just feel so drained after like the next workout. My lungs were on fire compared to just not.
Yeah.
So it made like I could feel it during my workouts, the difference in my diet and my energy levels.
Yeah.
So I think that had a huge impact on what I wanted to eat and what I wanted to put in my body, because I was tired of the junk food and fast food and spending money on junk. So I was ready to try to get healthy.
Did the diet help you to view your body in a different way? Because we've heard that from other people, that when they realize that their body is essentially a high performance machine, and when they want great performance, they realize they need high octane fuel. That's what your body needs. So did you at one point realize, like what you were just saying, like when you drink pop, that you just felt so sluggish and lethargic? Or, words are hard. But
well, yeah, I know what you're saying, because like so my foilers, they run on 110 and 114 race gas compared to 87.
Right.
So I kind of looked at I could have took that perspective on my body. Like I can either put junk in or I can put the good stuff, the greens, and make a difference and see those results. And it gives me the energy to be able to work out. And I saw a big difference.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so we talk about, nutrition all the time, 10 habits to winning the nutrition. And the reason why we do that, man, and we figured out the formulas what really works. And for you as a firefighter, man, you're like from 1 to 100 in a split second. If that call comes in, you got to be ready for that, man. Let's be real. There's so many stigmas, but not only stigmas, but there's so many studies out there made over for law enforcement to firefighters to medics and all these negative basically research and analytics that kind of are a downer, right? You look at it, the mortality rate for a first responder or for a firefighter?
Well, cardiac arrest is the number one killer for firefighters, and I don't want to be that statistic. And if I can help any other firefighter not be that statistic, then that's what I want to do.
Yeah, man.
That, like you said, we're going from 0 to 100. You could be eating dinner, washing the truck, and then you got a call, and you're going full tilt workout. So it's important to be physically fit and ready to respond.
Yeah. So and that's why we do what we do with the nutrition, man. We just want to make sure that we feed your body. And this, but speaking to the first responder that's listening or watching, is we want to feed your body with the best quality fuel, just like you were talking about. But also it's because we want to break that stigma. We want to break those basically those platforms of people saying, hey, this is your life expectancy, and it's real, right? It's there, but we can break that. Not us, but you can break that. Us as a community can break that if we're just able to put a little more effort into what we do and what we put inside our body. So that's why we talk about. That's why food is one of our main pillars here, man. But leading on from food, let's go on to the last pillar. Family, man. Family is a big thing for us. Like I said, this is a community that holds each other accountable. You have coaches. You knew this. You had coaches out on the floor that they're going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear all the time. Man, talk to us about that. Talk to us about on the floor what that did for you, but also what it did for you on the job for the camaraderie and all that, man.
So as far as the coaches go and being like on the floor, like even if I was kind of just felt like I did not want to be there today or didn't want to work out, they would push me. And then if my form was lacking, they would tell, like, they're not just like, hey, you need to do this. They would explain in detail, like, hey, this is like you're slouching or whatever. That's going to hurt your back, or, they would explain why they're telling me what
Yeah.
I need to be doing instead of just telling me.
Yeah.
Which made a big difference compared to other gyms, because I'd be working out on my own and someone come by like, hey, you should fix that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't know, get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But like from and then the camaraderie, like on the job, like then you see like I'm working out with police officers and EMSA and all the other agencies that are in the gym, but you see them out on the streets, and it kind of just builds that relationship. Like, hey, how are you guys doing? Like, we know each other now, so it just peace of mind, I guess.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
I mean, obviously you should be able to trust them, but once you start like working out and you see that they're grinders too, you know, you can definitely rely on them.
Yeah, it gives you that connection. It's that connection where you know, like, hey, you know, I know how hard that guy works, so if I do see him out on the street, you know, if it comes down to it, you know, if with my life, if need be, I'm going to protect him, but he's going to protect me. But I know the effort he's going to put behind that, you know. So that's really awesome, man, to hear. And obviously, you see the community, you see the relationships that are built within the facility. Man, what did that do for you personally? How about at home? How was your relationship? How was it develop the relationships at home?
Well, my wife, she's like mine. It's just me and her at home. So, but I have brothers and dad and mom, obviously. But it just the support, and like she gave me a ton of support. She's does her workout deal, and she's lost like 85 pounds. So
wow.
She's like the diet deal is like she keeps me in check on it. Like, hey, you probably don't need that. Actually, like during the combine, I was like, after that prowler challenge, I was puking everywhere, like throwing up. Like, hey, I need to go home. She's like, no, we're not. And she went back inside, left me out there, and then we rebound or whatever. But so her support is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, it means a lot to me. I don't think she knows how much it actually does mean to me, because without her support, I don't think I could be where I was or where I am today.
Yes, that's amazing, man. Always need that support system. Family at home, but also the family here at Fit First Responders, man. We're going to elevate you each and every time. And, you know, just like you were saying, let's talk about the combine a little, man. That's where everybody, like, there's some people that showed up. There's some people that kind of flatlined. Yeah. And we had a couple of people that we did have to call, a couple of first responders that were, you know, attended to by the medics. And so let's talk about that a little bit. How did you prepare for that mentally? And like, obviously physically, we know what you did, but mentally, 25 weeks and you had to compete one day. The combine was not easy, man. You saw a lot of people fall out. So how did you mentally prepare for that? How was that, man?
Mentally, like, I just don't want to be beat, honestly. And like, that's probably one of my biggest fears is like, hey, I could have worked harder. I could have done this different. And I don't want to do that. I want to give it my 100% every time that I'm on the whatever field I'm on or doing. So I don't want any regrets. Like, at the end of the day, like, hey, I should have, you know, pushed it harder. So I show up with just work, and it will pay off. Yeah. So it did. It was awesome that we won. I mean, but it was just having that mindset, I think, helped me prepare. And then the time I put in, like, I was working out a lot.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And did you have a pinpoint moment in your mind where you had to kind of break through a barrier? Like what you're saying is like when those prowlers got you so down where you just had to like lock in and refocus. Like, what was that like in your head? Like, what was your inner dialogue in that moment?
There was one day, like, I was doing the prowler practice, and like, it was just killing me. And then I don't know what it was, like, within, like, I was like thinking, oh, I don't know if I can finish this. And then a couple steps later, like, something clicked, and then I was like, that prowler's nothing. Like, I can knock this out. It's 4 minutes of my life, and then I'm done with it. Like,
there you go.
Put that behind me. So it was kind of like, I was just in here by myself. One day I randomly came in, like, in the afternoon when no one else was here, and I just started pushing the prowler, and I was just kind of got angry at it. And then something finally clicked, and I was like, this isn't too bad.
You do an excellent job of managing your downtime too. Like, I'll see you just come in here and just rep out like a workout. Like I said earlier, come in off of a shift and get some work in. But first responders train for high frequency and high intensity. In reality, everything's always high intensity because that's the nature of an emergency. But the frequency in reality is very low. So there are hours and hours where it's like, what are you going to do with your time? And you do an incredible job of managing that with, like, I'm coming in here working on my nutrition, staying fit, keep my cardio up. And that's what a true champion does, is they find something to make them perfect, or closer to perfection in the moments where everyone else could be sitting down. They're finding something to do to get better.
Yeah. You said something very important, man, that really drill, and this is kind of like my mindset, but I want this to be a mindset for everybody and really capture the mindset, but like you said, a true champion, and how to be more fit for duty, more fit for life is, you said it's only 4 minutes of your life. So I think a lot of people, there's just so many, there's 24, everybody has 24 hours in their life, right? Yeah. But what you do, this is what I call my hour power, and I learned this from Coach JC. You have just dedicate one specific hour where you get to invest in yourself, not anything else. Just set your phone down, set everything down, tune out the world. 1 hour you get to invest in yourself 100%, where you can make yourself physically better, mentally better, psychologically, wherever you are, whatever you want to get better at. Just set that 1 hour, and he calls it the hour of power. To set that aside and make it for yourself. And I think, like I said, you said it's only 4 minutes out of your life. So out of those 4 minutes for the rest of the 24 hours, man, that's a small percentage of your day. You gave it your all, but it clicked for you. You made it happen. So, what I'm trying to say is, if you're a first responder right now and you don't have the time to work out, you don't have the time to go study for the captain's test, if you don't have the time to elevate yourself and promote yourself to the next level, make time. That's what it's all about. It's making time. You said it. It was only 4 hours out of 4 minutes out of my entire day, out of my entire being, where I get to be on that floor and just really invest and hone in. And now I have $10,000 in my pocket, baby. So that is awesome, man. I love that.
I don't have $10,000 anymore.
Well, you did. You won. So let's be real. We don't have $10,000. So that is awesome, man. But hey, man, we appreciate you taking your time, investing your time, not only into us, but into the listeners and the viewers. But man, is there anything else that you'd like to share with us? Any words of wisdom that you'd like to share with fellow first responder, anything like that?
Well, I would just encourage you guys to come check it out. I mean, you can do the first couple classes. They're not going to hey, you have to sign up today. Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of gyms pressure you into signing up, but normally they're pretty lenient. They'll let you work out, see if you like it, kind of get a feel for it. And then if you do decide to like it, you're not going to regret coming and checking it out. The environment's just different, the energy, the guys, you get to meet people on different shifts from different agencies. I just encourage you guys all to come out and try it out, because it's just going to bring out the best in you guys and let us serve the community better.
Yeah. So if you're in the Tulsa metro, the Tulsa area, come on through, come check us out. We're over at the Dynamic Sports Development here at Fit First Responders. Or if you're watching online, if you're somewhere around the nation, around the world, guys, you can reach out to us at ffronline.tv. We're actually same thing that we're doing here in Tulsa. We do it on a website platform. So you guys are more than welcome to check us out. We're on social media as well. Coach Wade, do you have anything else to add?
Oh, I always got something to say. You know me. One of the great things I've learned about FFR is that we all wear different jerseys, but we all play for the same team.
100%. Yes, I love that.
We got that team dynamic. We make it happen.
Come on. So, guys, thank you once again for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next podcast, video cast. We're here alongside with my man, Wade Van Pelt and Dillion Youngblood.
The champion.
Come on. So we're going to be signing out, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.